Just listen. I appreciate it. Feel free to point out some people to certain challenge, sit down themselves, hey, everybody else, guys sit down for their you talk about rasping a lot, guys. Rasping. How you watch Jack, because they need you at NBC watching yesterday and missed your presence, or should I say your game? Oh, yo, thank you so much, Sansa, with the big five. Oh, okay, Juice Man Bond, and everybody who requests music, we're gonna play your music after the presentation, okay? After the presentation. Sansa with the 50. That's definitely costume the Super Pop. For sure. For sure. The 50 shots of rope to the screen. Shots of super. It's gonna start like a minute, guys. It's like a minute and it starts. Oh my gosh, can I get this done in time? Do I have enough time to get shots together before it starts? I do. I do. I do. Yes, it's done. All right, let's go. All right. Woo! I got the next episode of Fire Essence. Will Shamsa get on the top screen board? Is she a super elite ninja? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Next episode of Fire Essence. All right. Thank you so much, man. Starting soon, guys.
Well, guys, I was trying to do it on the fly, but getting things together. The stream about to start, so we about to actually hop right into it. We're gonna jump right into this right now. I'm actually about to. I had this joint on my TV.
Hello, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. And before we get started, I'd just like to acknowledge the fact that this is our first time doing this remotely. So we'd like to ask for your patience and understanding as we sort of work through all this. Obviously, there are some technical limitations, but we're all working very hard to bring you the best stream we possibly can. So without further ado, let's meet the team. My name is Riona, and I'm joined today by Ethan, who will be playing the game for us, and Sam, who is going to be offering some keen insights for Paper Mario: The Origami King, which is the game that we're going to be showing you in this segment. In the next segment, we're going to be talking about an exciting new game developed by one of our partners. But to get started, we have a short video prepared that kind of sets up the story for Paper Mario: The Origami King. And while that plays, Ethan is going to be providing some commentary. So please, take a look.
Cool. All right, let's get started, everybody. We are seeing Mario and Luigi enter Toad Town. They've been invited here by Princess Peach to join in an origami festival, but something seems to be wrong. There's not a whole lot of toads to be seen. So we are going to make our way into Princess Peach's castle to see what's going on. So Mario's meeting Princess Peach, familiar friend, but seems to be in a slightly folded fashion.
I forgot. I didn't even have
as well.
What you call them more?
See how their conversation goes.
Like I said, I was trying to get everything on the fly. I was just double checking everything, so everything is actually up and good now. So let's throw this joint on. Display. Boom. All right.
Yeah-oh. So right, Mario finds himself unceremoniously dumped into the castle dungeon, and he's got to make his way out. And he's using an ability here called the Thousand-Fold Arms, which we'll see later. But he's uncovered his partner for this adventure, Olivia. And so now they can kind of join forces to make their escape. And as they do so, they're also going to run into a couple other familiar faces. Might recognize Bowser here, who finds himself in a kind of folded position as well. He's not super happy about it. So the three of them now are going to try and make their escape from the castle. They get outside, and they're met by Princess Peach and somebody else. That's right. It is none other than King Ollie, the Origami King himself, who also happens to be Olivia's brother. And he's unveiling his plan to take over this paper-crafted kingdom by turning everything into origami. And he's starting by wrapping up Princess Peach's castle in these 5 gigantic paper streamers, ripping it from its foundations. That's not cool at all. So Olivia and Mario and Bowser are kind of left to try and make their escape. Things don't go exactly as they were planning, and the castle is dropped on top of a mountain far away, and that is where we're going to start our gameplay. Hold on, Mario, buddy, wake up. Okay, Mario was kind of sleeping on the
There
ground
we
there.
go. Yes, I will be doing the
So here we
live
go.
stream, but Paper
All
Mario already
right. So,
purchased.
as you saw,
Check
King
my
Ollie
Twitter.
abducted Princess Peach's castle, but that's not all he's done. He's
So I'm
also
sitting here
folded up
in
Bowser's
the-
minions from paper into origami,
Watching
so you can
the
see a
Nintendo
little
event.
origami Goomba up there. Those
I'm
are
gonna go
King
in
Ollie's
and
folded
actually-
soldiers, and some of his other minions have gone through the world and torn
What's
these
a
terrible
grub?
holes in it. And you'll see,
So I
I
see
think Ethan
something
did a bit
interesting.
earlier, he's collecting little scraps of confetti so that he can fill in these holes and hopefully rebuild this world that was destroyed a little bit by King Ollie and his minions.
Yeah, and as the camera
right,
pitched
let's
up
go,
there
let's
when
go.
So I'm just
Olivia
using
was
some
talking.
confetti here.
This one look crazy.
Oh, sorry, Ethan. Go ahead.
17. I'm on it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, that was decent.
Oh, I was just saying, as the camera pitched up, you could see that the red paper streamer in the background, and that's one of the streamers that wrapped up Princess Peach's castle in the video that we saw. And that's going to be our goal, is to try and get up and deal with that paper streamer.
Oh, look at this lovely little butterfly. Oh, and little something hiding in the wall. So that's another thing that King Ollie has done. Is he's taken all of the toads from Toad Town and hidden them all about the world. So you'll notice that when you first came to Toad Town, it's completely empty, and now you find them, you refill them. But now we're in a battle, and I'm hoping that Sam can talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, oh, I love the battle system in this game. Okay, so the battles happen in 2 different phases. You've got this ring-based puzzle portion, and then you've got your familiar Paper Mario timing-based attacks. And the way Ethan solved that puzzle is by moving all of the enemies into a position where he could attack all of them at once using this jump attack
perfect.
here, where he is getting excellence all down the line. Nice job, Ethan.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he's racked up
Since
all
you
these
did-
bonuses too, which are giving him a ton of coins. Sorry, Rihanna, go ahead.
That's exactly what I was about to say. No, great minds
Yeah.
think alike. And you'll see that using confetti can also help you discover little secrets, maybe reach items like this question block that you wouldn't otherwise be able to reach. And if you look up the road here, you'll see a little
And you-
Koopa Troopa just hanging out. Oh, I think Ethan, he has something to say about this little Koopa Troopa.
I was just actually gonna say, so you folks can notice that, like, as I'm using confetti to fill in holes, you'll see I also will need to gather more, and so you get it from a bunch of different sources. And you've got a little confetti bag icon in the top left of your screen, and you'll see that refill and change colors, go back to green as you gather more confetti. So you're kind of using it and then needing to find more, and it's kind of a fun cycle to go back and forth on.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. What I was going to say about the Koopa Troopas is that they are paper like Mario, so it's a kind of like paper versus origami sort of situation in this game. Oh, and another exciting battle. Sam, why don't you tell us what Ethan's going to do here?
Yeah, so this one's a little bit different. So as you saw in the first battle, he lined all of the Goombas up in a straight
My
line.
turn.
That's the way you get the enemies into an arrangement for your jump attack. But for a hammer attack, you want to arrange them in this kind of 2x2 formation, like the Shy Guys are right here. And when you solve the puzzle portion of the ring system of the battle, you get a 1.5 times damage boost. So it's really helpful for getting through these battles quickly and racking up those bonuses at the end. Nice
Perfect.
work, Ethan.
Thanks, guys. It's good to know I've
Making it
got
look so easy.
good support and my buddies watching me here.
I love that little
Great.
pose, that little flourish that Mario does when you get an excellent on the last enemy in the line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
stick the
mugs for the
landing
camera a
pose.
little bit.
So we're gonna go down here and
So-
see what those
You use the
Koopa
confetti to fill up holes.
were getting all flustered about. And here they are. So there's an entrance to a
I missed
temple
the
here
beginning of it.
that's going to
So,
become
I'm
important
not even
later.
certain.
And
The
currently
routine I was
there
about
is
to be
an
about
origami
Super
shy guy
Mario.
who is causing some kind of trouble over there. So
We here though.
we are being asked to go take a look and probably solve some trouble with our hammer, as we are wont to do.
That's the way you solve a lot of problems in this game, it turns out.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks like a tricky one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olivia's given you a helpful hint here about using, you can use coins to extend the timer for the ring puzzle. And I think you might need to heed her advice because this
Yeah,
one's
I'm
a
gonna
little more
start by doing
complicated.
that. I'm gonna add some coins on, and I'm gonna take a look here where I should move these guys. That doesn't look right.
Yeah, so in the other
Hmm.
battles that we've seen up until this point, you've seen Ethan
Doesn't look right.
choose one of the concentric rings and rotate it. But in order to solve this puzzle, you're going to need to do something else also, which is you can choose one of the diameter lines of the ring and slide all of the enemies along that line. Ethan is also showing off something else here where you can pay the toads in the audience to cheer for you, and they'll have various different positive effects. Like there, you saw them toss Mario.
No, yeah, I just pulled
They
up the
actually
chat,
solved a portion
man.
of the ring puzzle
I was
for
trying to get
Mario
the,
and helped Ethan out there. They also
I was
tossed
trying
some
to
junk
get
at
the
the
chat and
enemies doing a
everything
little
to
bit of
work.
damage.
Right, and as you find more toads throughout, playing the game, hidden in the world, you'll see that the stands start to get more and more full, and you get more toads, obviously. They say really hilarious things while you're fighting, and actually the things that they'll do to help you, it gets better the more you have. So there is definitely an incentive to find lots of toads, even if you're not a completionist like me.
So we've done away with the shy guy here, and now we're getting a little more info about what's going on. We're gonna have to collect the rest of these shell stones if we want to get entrance into this temple. So that's gonna be kind of our next goal. While we're down here, though, I had spotted something kind of suspicious looking up on top of these stands, and I'm gonna check it out. So there's these cracked rocks here. I'm gonna hit with my hammer, and we're gonna reveal one of these magic circles that we saw earlier that's going to let us use the 1,000-fold arms again. And I'm using motion control right now to extend my arms and then find a spot I can interact with and then whack the wall here. Sometimes you end up, peeling away a piece of the paper landscape, but the 1,000-fold arms are really fun to use. You use them in specific spots like that. We might just see them later on in our gameplay as well. Oh, I can't leave that coin. I gotta go get it.
Please
Gotta
don't.
get
Thank
the
you,
coin.
Ethan.
Coins are important. Yeah, coins you can do so many things with. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite things, which has to do with this toad. So this toad is actually going to run back to Toad Town and open an accessory shop. And you can buy from him, or it, all sorts of different accessories. Maybe, Sam, can you talk a bit about accessories and how they can help out Mario?
Yeah, we'll actually get an opportunity to see some of those in action a little bit later, but the accessories are so useful. They have all kinds of different effects. One of the accessories that we'll be seeing is called Guard Plus, which helps Mario. So in the timing-based portion of the battle, not only do you have to have good timing for your attacks, but you also have to have good timing in order to block attacks from enemies and reduce the amount of damage that you're taking. And some of the accessories can help you do that.
There's all kinds of accessories though, and they do all kinds of stuff, and it's really fun to like find them and kind of incorporate them into your tool set.
For sure.
Just noticed a house there wrapped up in the red streamer. We're gonna have to come back and take care of that later. Those people inside will have to sit tight for the moment. Let's see. See this nice little butterfly floating up there.
So it takes a lot of confetti to fill in that hole.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, wow.
Now that butterfly is attracted by the flowers and whack it because it's totally a toad.
They're just flapping about.
Yep. Right, let's see. I'm gonna make my way over here.
No, he's flying, didn't you see?
Okay.
Oh, right.
So I didn't want to fight that guy. That there, so I decided to run from that battle.
I'm not sure if it's like
Toads
open
be
world
stuck in this
or
sand
it's
trap
like
here.
all speed.
This area looks very
Oh, gosh.
intriguing with its.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Like a large open
Oh,
area. Doc says,
Oh, look at
Okay.
that.
"You just do what you
Hey,
want.
what's this?
Big enough
So,
to do so."
yeah, folks who are Mario fans may recognize this stairway.
You know what to do.
I do. I love this this particular one because it just shows you that like the toads that are hidden around the environment are really in a variety of different ways. Sometimes you
Like a
pull
Mario
one out of a
64
wall,
type
and
thing,
then
that's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
something really dramatic like that happens. Okay, we're wanting to get through here to follow the red streamer, but this origami dog is blocking our path. So you know what to do. It's hammer time.
And this little
He's a
toad is
feisty
another
little guy.
special little guy. Yeah, he's putting up his dukes, but he's gonna run back to Toad Town as well, and he's gonna open. He just mentioned the Battle Lab, which is a place that you can practice your timing for battles and things like that. So there's definitely, I mean, finding toads, you never know which toad you're gonna find. You might find one who opens a shop or
Okay.
all sorts of things.
Right, we've already got a couple
I know
extra
we're gonna
things
be heavy on
back
this
to Toad
genre.
Town now because of the toads we've rescued, which is cool. All right, so we are going to make our way from Picnic Road into Overlook Mountain, where the red streamer is going.
Big on.
And one thing I love about playing this game is moving from like one kind of wide open environment like Picnic Road right into the next, even potentially even bigger, location.
All right,
in
so it
Overlook
is like
Mountain
an
here.
open
And
world,
there's just
but
tons of detail, and you're free to explore kind of at
to
your
move
own
to
pace
the
and like,
next
do what you want to do.
area,
So,
big area.
I love that you can just kind of move from zone to
You
zone.
know, you gotta get
as
that
you choose.
save load screen.
Ooh,
See.
little shy guys.
Some sneak attack.
Not like
Yeah.
Zelda.
Ah, and so Ethan
Open
has
world
just
with
found
limits.
a collectible, which we haven't seen so far, but this is going
Oh,
to
gosh.
show up in the Toad Town. Uh-oh. Ambush!
I got totally ambushed.
So I was saying that it'll show up in the Toad Town Museum, which is where you'll find all of the different collectibles.
Man, that's a
and-
lot. You got firewall.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. We've got another battle here going. I'm excited
I'm gonna
to
get
see
through this one
Ethan
quickly, you guys.
knock this one out of the
Yeah,
park.
nice work.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's immensely satisfying to solve these ring puzzles, get that damage boost, and then do a ton of damage when you get into the attack phase. You can get through these battles really quickly if you master this system. And this is a wave battle,
Yeah.
so you've got multiple groups of enemies that you're going to have to fight.
Oh, Ethan's making it look so easy.
Yeah, you're thrashing these guys.
You know me.
Oh, sorry, we
And
threw
then
you off.
say
That was our fault.
and of course
Yeah.
I leave a couple. I know.
of the things I
It
really
happens,
love is
though,
seeing the
you know.
little comments that the
Remind me
Toads
of the old
stands
Paper
have.
Mario
Some of them are just
with
so
that
hilarious
with
that
that new
it's
little
almost
gimmick.
distracting, honestly.
I'm talking about the good Paper Mario, the original one. Like, well, I don't know if it was the original one, but Paper
So we
Mario
should mention that
64.
And,
solving the
you know, like,
puzzle in the battles
Yes,
isn't
yes.
This is
required.
just to show
You
you,
can
I guess,
still
that...
move on.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, sorry.
I think I played all of them. To me, that was
Yeah.
the best one. Paper Mario 64.
No, that's
No,
what I
I'm
was
lying.
gonna
I didn't play all the Paper Mario.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
play that Color Splash one. I
Sorry,
think
there's
it
a
was
little
on
bit of
3DS.
delay that we're working through.
I didn't play that
But yeah, we were just saying that you don't need to solve the puzzle in order to move on. You can still work your way through the battle, but solving the puzzle and getting that damage boost is really going to help you rack up those bonuses like you saw Ethan get. He got a ton of coins at the end of that last battle, and the coins are so useful in this game. You might think that, you know, oh, he has over 8,000 coins, and, you know, that's plenty, but you can burn through those really quickly.
Definitely, and we've just
He
entered
just
into a
picked up
battle
iron
with the
boots, so
shiny.
maybe he about to put
Maybe
the
Sam,
iron
can you
boots
talk a little
on.
bit about the weapon that
Yeah,
Ethan has
exactly.
chosen to use?
I seen him pick him up.
Yeah, so he's battling some Spinies right now, which it probably wouldn't be a good idea for Mario to jump on those with his regular boots attack. So he equipped some iron boots there, which allowed him to jump on those Spinies. Now your boots and your hammer, you'll always be able to use those attacks. Those will never deplete. But certain special attacks, like the iron boots that he was using there, will deplete after a while.
Very true. And one thing that I just wanted to point out, it's very little, but something I enjoy is that when you finish a battle, the enemy kind of explodes into this like giant cloud of confetti, and it really makes you feel like it's celebrating your victory. Just little things I really enjoy. Oh, and here we're at Monty Mole. It's like he's hawking something and wants to know if you'd like to buy it. Aha, so this is one of the orbs that you will need to bring back to the Earth Elemental Temple, which we saw earlier. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ethan.
I don't know. You were saying the exact same thing I was.
10,000 coins is a little
coins.
steep.
Oof. Yeah, I'd say don't buy it.
Nah.
We can get him down to a cheaper price.
Yeah, we can do better than that,
Definitely.
Mr. Mole.
Ooh. Well, that's not bad. 5,000.
What do you guys say?
It's getting better, but
Ethan?
I think we could push this guy further.
Yeah, we could push it.
I didn't even have 10,000 to start with.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, 3,000.
That sounds okay.
Can we
I'm gonna
push
say
him
no.
lower?
Well, you're breaking this poor mole's heart.
Even that paratroopa can't believe it.
I'm gonna keep going.
Or sorry, the
I'm feeling it.
Paragoomba.
Ethan!
Wow, 1,000. Nice bargain,
Okay,
Ethan.
take it.
Hey, okay. What do you guys say? I know.
I'd say take it.
1/10 of the price. Let's do this. Giddy up. Yeah, green shells don't get.
Fantastic.
Nice.
This is just one example of the many
So,
really
I think
enjoyable,
we're gonna
fun
take this
NPCs.
opportunity to
Oh, sorry, Ethan. Please continue.
and we're gonna cut away here, and we want to show you some of the boss battle action.
You still on.
So I'm
One
gonna
knows you
switch
grab the
over to
switch,
that,
yeah.
and while I'm doing that, you guys feel free to chit chat.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
one
so-
I like
one
that
of the things
hoodie you
that
got on,
Ethan
that Nintendo
touched
hoodie.
on just a little bit when we first walked into Overlook Mountain is the environments are connected organically into this big world to explore. Which is one of the new things about this game that I really love. You know, in previous titles in the series, you had the environments were separated into kind of this Super Mario World style overworld map. But here you've got this big connected world, and it feels much more like this this big place to explore, where you could backtrack into areas that you've been before, and maybe find some of the hidden toads or fill in some of the not bottomless holes.
I'll be right back, y'all.
But I don't want to keep talking because we're getting to the red streamer here.
Ooh, yeah. So we've finally found the end of the red streamer that we saw earlier.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna try to unravel this and maybe see if we can get that part of Princess Peach's castle set free. It looks like Mario's jump doesn't have enough oomph in it.
Nice save, Olivia.
Nice
save, Olivia.
Triple
jinx.
In a round.
All right, so we're coming up to our very first boss battle. Maybe, Sam, can you talk to us a little bit about what's different about a boss battle?
Yeah, certainly. We'll see a little bit more when we actually get into things. But you know, in the battles with regular enemies that you were seeing before, Mario was in the center of the rings, and he was arranging the enemies into patterns. And you'll see when we get into the boss battle that the boss is in the center of the rings, and you're arranging the rings to guide Mario to the center so that he can attack the boss. And the bosses are puzzles in and of themselves, so it's going to take a little bit of figuring out to try and see what does damage to each of the bosses.
Definitely.
I love the boss.
I'd love to see Ethan use the toads in the boss battle, because they also do different things to help Mario out, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah, so those are some of those accessories that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I've got like Guard Plus on. Reduces my damage I'll take a little bit.
Alright, and I think that other accessory, it adds on... Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh no, go ahead, Ethan. Or sorry, I'm Riona.
Oh no, it's all you.
No, I was just gonna say that it looks kind of daunting at first, but it'll make more sense when you see Ethan start moving. So Mario is gonna travel
crayons out there with color pencils
as dictated by these arrows.
They're all over the place with this press conference.
There you go. And he passed an envelope on the way, and that envelope gave him a hint about what he needs to do to damage the boss.
Right,
and
stepping
stepping on
get
that
out my
icon.
Hammer once I'm behind it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
And he passed that on icon that was in Mario's path, so he activated it, and that turned on those magic circles, which could be useful later. Nice work.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yo, that bacon was good. I wish I had some more.
All right, let's see. Now I need to get in front, I think. So I'm going to move this attack icon in front, and then what else do I need to do? Looking at my arrows to build my path here. That looks good, right? Okay, here we go.
That looks... Oh no. Oh no, okay.
Okay.
Very good, yeah. Sorry. I thought that up arrow was in your path.
Fear not. I was born to stomp.
Oh, this was a boss battle. So a boss battle was some color pencils and a tin can. Pencil holder box.
That accessory that Mario has equipped has helped him out there. This is starting to get pretty daunting.
Yeah, he's pretty
this might be
unrelenting
time
with
to
those missile
call
pencils.
on some little bit of Toad help, maybe.
Yeah, you might want to enlist some help.
Yeah,
here.
I'm looking at this. There's a lot more icons on the battlefield, as you can see, and what I'm going to do, right, is take Sam and Riona's advice and call on my toads by spending coins.
Ooh, big
Boy,
spender.
999. You're splashing out.
High roller.
Oh, that's decent.
All right. Sam, do you want to tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, so in addition to tossing Mario some health, the Toads also activated kind of a guideline on the battlefield. So it doesn't show you where you need to go, but rather what Mario's current path will be based on the formation of the rings as they are. And it updates in real time as Ethan was adjusting the rings.
Yeah,
So
very
having turned
handy
on
little
the
tool for the
1,000
boss
arms
battles.
here, I'm gonna get them out and use them in the battle here. So you can use them in the environment, but also they have a role in battles as well. Ooh, my arms are going nuts there for a second. Grab with CLDR, close that lid.
Get it together, Mario.
It's more like me, actually. I think Mario's doing it.
Nice work.
Very nice.
If you get really good at the ring system in these boss battles, you can set up this really elaborate movement structure where Mario just kind of sweeps the board and collects absolutely everything there is before landing on the final spot that you need to damage the boss.
All right.
Get him,
one more,
Ethan.
Let's see. Getting one more good attack here. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, he got me.
Ooh.
All right. Well, we're doing some good damage. As you
Yeah.
can see. He's definitely
Yeah,
not
haven't
done
been
yet.
hit by his color pencil missiles yet, so that's good.
No. Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
that's right. That's another important thing to mention. You can see those like targeting reticles that are on the ring system, and Ethan has been doing a really good job of avoiding those up until now.
I think I'm gonna do one more quick attack here with the 1,000-fold arms. All right, here we go. Close that lid one more time. I've kind of found a good pattern that's working for me now.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
And
on his last
I guess we'll
legs.
just jump ahead one more. Let's see. I need to bring that there. Bring this over here.
Yeah, I think Ethan
that should
touched on
work.
it very briefly, but you see those icons with the fist on them. That's an attack icon, and you need to position that in Mario's final spot in order for him to be able to take an attack action when he reaches the boss.
Right. If that wasn't there, Mario would reach that spot and just fall over, which is
Yeah.
kind of sad. All right.
Nice block.
Very nice. Oh,
So he's not happy at all. I've been kind of
Yeah.
doing some damage on him, so he's getting out some sort of Gatling gun attack here.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Yeah, something tells me what you've been doing up until this point isn't gonna cut it anymore. But
No, yeah.
but I think we're gonna have to call it here. Because
Yeah,
like we said,
we
you know,
don't
the
wanna show
bosses.
everything.
Yeah, the bosses are puzzles. And we don't want to show you the solution to the puzzle, as you know, especially because the game is coming out in just a short amount of time. Ethan, when is everybody going to be able to get their hands on this?
So this is coming out on Friday, July 17th. It's super colorful, really fun, lots of super fun areas to explore, and paper enemies to defeat. So please, I hope everybody will check it out.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you so much, Riona, and thank you, Ethan. And as we head out, we're gonna play the announcement trailer one more time for those of you who might have missed
I
it.
ain't gonna wait till
And
all
also
we
because
to the
the announcement
last hit
trailer
talking
does a
about
really good
something.
job
They don't give
of
away how to beat
highlighting
them.
some of the various
Like y'all
environments
wasn't on
that
the
this
last
adventure
hit.
will take you that we couldn't hope to show you in just a single Treehouse Live segment. So stay tuned for that. And right up and coming up, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new game. So stick around. Thanks, everyone.
Let's go. What y'all think this brand new game is, y'all? What do you think the brand new game is? I don't know. I'm hoping Metroid. Give us the Metroid. Give us Kirby. What was that? Kirby Air Ride 2. Give us something of that nature. I'm. The Switch is good on fighting games right now, so we could do without fighting right now. But come on, give us something good, something to get me amped. Or they said new game. They didn't say like it was like a crossover or existing game. So I'm not sure. But we need Call of Duty, like the Warzone. Shit, hell, they can even make their own Call of Duty. Give us, especially they could do a shooter. They could give us a shooter. It'd be nice to get a Star Fox shooter. Yes, we're gonna be streaming it July 17, 2020. If it release at 12 over here Eastern time, 12 a.m., I'll be streaming it then. If not, I'll be streaming it first thing in the morning. As soon as it's available, it will be getting streamed. Still got bacon in my teeth. All right, say stay tuned. Stay tuned. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jump out of the camera real quick, take a quick break until they come back. I think they said we got a couple minutes. I already got my headphones in, so as soon as I hear this John come back on, I'll be right back with y'all. So stay tuned, stay locked in. We gonna finish up this Treehouse Live July 2020 event. You already know.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. Before we dive in, we'd like to play a short video. This is a first reveal of a new game coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch this year. And right after, we'll see live gameplay and dig into some of the deep battle mechanics the game has to offer. So please, take a look.
Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm interested. I said, what? Bakugan coming back out? Oh, that's why I'm interested. I was interested in Bakugan back in the day. I wonder how they're gonna change it up. I actually still got some. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna actually about to show y'all. I still got one of my
Steve. Hey Tyler, we've got Steve Robert from Spin Master. Hey Steve, thank you for joining us.
Hello, brawlers.
And we've got Kenny Ilko from Way Forward, one of my absolute favorite developers. And we'll want to shout out a special thanks to publisher Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. So Kenny and Steve, thank you, welcome, and let's see the game. Let's jump in.
All right, let's go over some features first. In Bakugan Champions of Astroya, you are the hero in an epic action role-playing game with an original story expanding on the hit TV series and toy franchise. We've designed a unique, real-time, and turn-based brawling system offering pick-up-and-play ease.
Yeah, I got the toys somewhere around here. I gotta find them.
There's plenty of depth in our game.
Dang, look at that.
Faction resistance,
I got the old
increasing
school
your
Bakugans. I used to really do this.
aggression. Plus, you can selectively
And you know, you throw the Bakugans on the cars, the magnet cars, and the action figures pop out.
In addition to
I don't know
brawling,
if I got no
which
hollows.
we'll be doing a lot of in our game, explore an RPG world across a variety of environments and engage in over 100 quests. In all, you're
Yeah, I got
collect
these.
over 80 Bakugans,
I really got these.
plus 200 special ability
This is not a
points and upgrades
Bakugan.
to help
This
you
is
and your Bakugan
Skyland.
become champions. Did I mention 80 Bakugan? Actually, it's 81.
Really
Because
played
we listened to our fans and we're bringing back Leonidas.
If y'all trading card players,
Lastly,
you know what I mean? We're about to put up the Dragon Ball Z trading card game.
Bakugan Champions of Astroya
I'm new to
play
that,
against brawlers,
but we're
around
going
the
to start
world,
doing some videos and
online,
collecting them jobs as
head-to-head
well.
multiplayer. All right, Kenny, let's get our brawl on.
81 Bakugan.
All right, we'll pick up the first fight down here.
I know Leonidas. I might got that card.
So I'm basically
It's not in here, I gotta
jumping
find
in
it. I know I got that,
mid-story quest here. I was sent by a local kid to go and do some practicing before some tournaments coming up.
Yeah, I don't have it right here. I gotta find the rest of my set.
All right, the brawl's beginning.
It looked like a Pokemon type situation though.
Yeah, immediately you get a sense for just how huge they are.
Oh, you get to move around while you're Bakugan playing?
Bakugan are, the intent was to make sure we kept the epic feel. You know, Bakugan.
Oh, that's thorough.
Like 2, 3, 4 stories tall, so we wanted to ensure that came through in combat as much as possible. So you know, the combat system is kind of a hybrid.
Oh yeah, I'm on that. Day one.
TV show. As people are watching the TV show, and then the toy and TCG. So, you know, we're running around here in the Hive Matrix real time, collecting energy cores, which are those blue hexagons on the field. Those energy cores give you the equivalent of mana in like a fantasy RPG game. So on the bottom left corner, that's my 4 abilities. Those are, you know, the equivalent of, you know, essentially casting a spell. So right now I'm getting beat down a little bit as I'm talking, but I will change the course here quickly. So one thing you'll notice also with the energy core is we bring in some tactics and decision making just from the energy cores alone. See the course she just picked up there. was a small energy glow, which means it has a lower quantity of energy that's going to supply you. The bigger the glow,
Dragon Ball Z cards,
so
man.
now it becomes a decision of, do I want
Look
to
at
get
these, yo. These
one or two
are the best looking cards I've seen.
For the
I don't know if y'all can see them,
with
look at
more
this.
energy deeper into the field while passing up.
Look at that.
Other
Look at
options.
this Vegeta. That's a hollow.
Kind of interesting is like resource management, where you're having to collect
Crazy.
the energy cores, but also plan what attacks or abilities you're going to use. Are you going to be quick to attack, or are you going to save more energy? And the strategy there is really what it comes down to. And looks like you won that brawl.
Indeed,
Well done,
yeah.
Danny.
And
Nice
I mean,
work
to your
by the-
point. Thank you.
I was gonna say, by the skin of your teeth, you had 12 health left.
That was a nail biter.
I had another Bakugan in reserve. But yeah, to your
So
point,
Kenny-
Tyler, sorry, Steve, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to give a little background on story really quick. So basically where Kenny ended up there was in his last brawl in a series of a quest, because he wants to impress this local hotshot named Larry, who's organizing a local tournament. Overall, our story interweaves between a series of tournaments and a larger investigation into a mysterious and abnormal earthquake activity going on in San Barbara's, which is the town of our game.
Yeah,
So I feel
that's
like there's a lot of
where you
focus
see
on
me
the
here.
brawling, but there's all of these
I'm gonna
other
send some
elements
pictures
going on in the game that
On Facebook or
you're
Twitter.
going to want to, I guess, constantly track on top of just your brawling strategies, right?
Correct.
That's right.
So, the storyline I just picked up there that I'm quickly progressing through is hitting on the point that Steve was talking about, where that was one of your good friends. She's telling you about some of the earthquake activity that's abnormal for the area going on, and she's investigating into it. And I think that's kind of where your story starts to unfold for you. So now I'm just kind of taking back my poster pieces that I had found for Larry. Oh, got one more quick thing to do for Larry. Pick up an item he lost here at the lake. But returning back to the combat, you're going into combat with a team of 3 Bakugan, and once you collect up to 3. And that's where a lot of the strategy is going to come into play between your Bakugan and your 4 abilities that you assign to the Bakugan, which we'll get into a little bit more here in a few minutes.
Just something that I kind of noticed that maybe others may have noticed as well is that your Bakugan you are actually talking to, but in battle they're so much larger. And if you mind kind of going into a little bit of that relationship that you have with your Bakugan?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Bakugan are sentient beings in the universe. So, what you actually also might have noticed is that the Bakugan appears slightly different, not just smaller, but a little bit different. So, when Bakugan are not in battles, as they so frequently love to be in, they actually are smaller, much smaller in toy size, much like the real toy. And they, your Bakugan are someone that you're actually befriending as you go.
That's pretty awesome. So you're going to build that relationship with your Bakugan as you continue to find more and change up your roster.
Correct.
I see a familiar face.
So there he is, Dan Kuzo.
The infamous Dan Kuzo.
Yes. So the awesome brawlers from the TV show again. You're going to get appearance from Dan here. Dan is kind of your tutorial guide. Much like they do in the TV show, they will be streaming little information for you to help guide you through the game and get you going on your strategies and just your overall open world experience. So here he's telling us about, I just got a Baku Ability card from Larry, and he's telling me how I can assign it to a new Bakugan. Again, one of the layers of strategy that you're going to have to consider is that every Bakugan ability is associated to a single faction. So there's 5 factions: Pyrus, Heos, Darkus, Aquos, and Ventus. So as you collect Bakugan ability cards,
Larry,
there's 5 here. There's only 4 there. You'll start to get basically what's the equivalent of a mini deck building opportunity. So you get all these cards that are part of your deck to assemble, and your deck is really just the 4 abilities that you're assigning to each Bakugan when you go into the fight. And now Larry is
so that's where a lot of the strategy comes in. Oh, I'm sorry, Kenny, go ahead.
Oh, no, absolutely. I was just saying Larry gives me more loot here. So, yeah, you are correct. That is a lot of where the strategy's coming in.
So personally for you...
oh, go ahead, Tyler.
Sorry. I was just saying personally for you, Kenny, what kind of strategies do you like to implement with your Bakugan?
Yo, I didn't even realize...
going in guns
I'm trying to
blazing,
see. I don't even think y'all can see everything I'm seeing because
kind of
I might gotta zoom the
recovery.
screen now.
So it's a good question. The Bakugan factions actually kind of draw their own strategy. So again, leveraging as much as we can from the TCG and bringing that experience into the game for the different players that'll recognize. A lot of the factions have their own playing style. So I generally try and adapt a playing style to the team I want to go in there. But when I have my druthers, I like the balance of Aquos.
Hey yo, can y'all see the whole video, or do it look like it's
I'm coming at you with a Pyrus Dragon
scaled up too much?
I will just bring an aggressive attack approach.
Hey Kenny, what does she have for you there?
She's telling us about something she saw at the fountain over here.
Oh,
there's a little sparkle.
Check that out.
So,
all right.
Nice.
This be your third
Bakugan?
Bakugan?
Aquos Indeed. So a lot of what you'll find
just let me know so I can fix it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, now you're rocking a full team.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. That is my third Bakugan. So early on, you'll start off finding one Bakugan. We jumped about 30 minutes into play here, but early on you'll find your initial Bakugan, and then quickly pick up 2 more to fill out a minimum team of 3, and then you'll keep on finding Bakugan throughout the world by exploring or
hey Kenny, real quick.
Kind of.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can you back? Oh, good. I wanted you to back out of that fight so you could strategize really quick before going in.
Oh, yeah. Apologies. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you could see as he was engaging in conversation, they were about to start a brawl, but you got a sneak peek at your opponent's lineup, and that gave you an opportunity to, as he was saying, drop out and then maybe rework your own team to counter what your opponent's going to be bringing into the brawl.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Tyler, to your question, I just got rid of that heal for some more combat attack.
Give
I
more
hope that doesn't
firepower
come back
to
to
your
bite
Pyrus
you.
Dragonoid.
I also hope it does not come back to bite me. I'm going to do it with my Aquos.
We'll see shortly.
I do like how you're able to switch out those abilities, and I think that adds a lot of depth to the battles, not only in game, but if I'm not mistaken, you'll be taking that online as well, correct?
Correct. That's absolutely right. So, whatever team and abilities you've built up throughout story mode is exactly what you're able to take into an online brawl. So there's the 2 Darkus that he's bringing into the brawl with him.
Time to drum up. Let's do this.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, and one of the other
firepower
things,
comes in handy.
we'll see what we can do. And one of the other things that you may or may not have noticed when I was modifying my abilities on the Bakugan screen, every Bakugan has resistance to factions. So I wouldn't call it a paper, rock, scissors system by any means, but each faction has essentially two other factions that it defends well against, while it's weak against another faction. So just another layer of things to think about and ponder when you're going into battle. One of the reasons why you get that preview of who you're getting ready to go against and have the ability to make some alternate decisions.
I have to say your opponent has been pretty quick to swap his Bakugan between the two that he has. Really fast.
Right.
Yeah, he appears to have not liked his matchups to my Dragonoid originally. So in combat, aside from your four abilities that you're working with, we actually have other things. We're early gameplay, so as you evolve the Bakugan and they get bigger and stronger, there's other things other mechanics that we aren't going to be able to see here, but like Bakugear are passive abilities that you kind of charge up as you play. Those are special cores that, again, making a tactics level decision during the real-time combat. And then another big one is team attacks, pulling more inspiration from the TCG and toy line. If I can successfully charge up all three of my Bakugan here, which I am on my way to do, I will be able to pull off a team attack. So it's a lot about risk and reward, as I'm charging up, taking the time to charge up these guys. Obviously, as you can see, I'm taking a bit of a beating here. However, I'm hoping that the payoff from my one large team attack is going to equal the punishment I'm taking and more.
We hope you can pull that off. You got to get those Baku cores.
Yeah,
you are competing with the other character. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just commenting on the battle. Fine.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that you're competing with the other character to collect those Baku cores as quickly as you can.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So the cores on the field are not obviously in abundance. So again, another layer of tactics that you'll be introduced to later on in the game is that there's actually brawler abilities as well. So there's kind of boost gear, if you will, that allow you to do things like run faster, or a force field that knocks your opponent down if you get within a close range of them. So balancing the strategy elements of what Bakugan and what factions you're bringing in to into the battle, along with what you're doing at the real-time combat level here.
I think we're getting close.
There's my team attack.
There you go.
Team attack! Yo, one hit. That was worth it.
So far, so good.
It's not done.
Still has one more to go.
And only 92 left on this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I can take a couple hits.
See if I can beat him to the core. Yes.
But it was a big risk spending all of that time collecting those Baku cores for all of your Bakugan so that you can build up enough to do that big team attack.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the later you get into the game, the riskier that kind of decision becomes. I have a little bit of an edge as I'm on
I ain't know nothing about this, John. Y'all just gonna drop it on the treehouse. It'd be thorough if they say, out right after the treehouse.
You're going to be facing strictly 3-on-3 battles or brawls.
Well done, Kenny.
All right.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was a great brawl. Epic team attack.
Nice work. So I think that's all the time we have today for Bakugan Champions of Vestroia. Thank you so much. Kenny and Steve for joining us and showing us your game. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share with us before we head out?
Yeah, I just want to say we're really, really excited to be able to share the game today, and we hope our fans and beyond love playing it.
Yeah, and
right,
thank you for the opportunity to be on Treehouse. And you know, we've loved working with Spin Master on the IP, so it's a great opportunity.
We love working with
Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Kenny and Steve, and thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for joining us. I hope everyone enjoyed what you saw today. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.
All right, people. That's the end of the treehouse. So, let me know what y'all think. Ooh. Let me know what y'all thought about this, John, in the comments below. What you thought about the new Bakugan game that's coming out for the Switch? What did you think about the Paper Mario, and how it looks, how the gameplay is, and the mechanics? Let me know in the description, in the comments below. And to next